it's a beautiful story. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about Life in a Year. It's an Amazon Prime movie starring Cara Delevingne and Jaden Smith, Cuba Gooding Jr., and Nia Long. The movie follows Jaden's character, Daryn. He has his whole life planned out for him. He's 17 years old. He goes to a good school. He's the captain of the track team. And his father mainly has this plan for him to go to Harvard and then go to Yale Law School. And he's cool with that. You know, he has no issues doing that. And then one night he meets this girl at this Big Sean concert he's trying to get into. Her name is Isabel. And they only have a brief interaction, but it's something about her that he like really enjoys. And all he gets is a name. And I really appreciated the fact that like he he just was searching for Isabel on like Facebook and Instagram. And I've done that before. You're like you get somebody's name and you're like, dang, I want to know more about this person, and you just search them up on on social media. But he eventually runs into her again, and I think that he likes her because she's something different. She comes from a different background. She's the polar opposite. She's kind of poor. She doesn't have a plan. She doesn't go to school, and he's just like really into her, and he wants to take her out, and she agrees. They go on a few dates and everything like that, and Daryn is like really into her, and she's trying to play it cool and play it mellow because she has cancer and she has less than a year to live. So she's trying to keep her distance. And when Daryn finds that out, he comes up with this plan to try to, pack everything into the year that she has left. And it's like it reminds you a little bit of A Walk to Remember, that Mandy Moore movie, when she fell in love, but she was also sick. But I think this movie is a little deeper. It gives you more time with these characters, and Darren's father doesn't really like it that he's going off course of the plan, and he's very rude to them. And he blames her for like his grade slipping and everything like that, and it shows that a teenager can actually care for someone, when they meet someone who has cancer, and love someone who has cancer, that they get close to. And it was just cool seeing, Jaden Smith in this type of role. It wasn't something where he was trying to be in a movie with his father, or do something out of the ordinary. He was Jaden Smith, and it was just good seeing his emotional highs and lows as he's trying to get to know Isabel. And she's a very strong, opinionated woman in this movie. And it was good just watching their dynamic and their connection and how they talk to each other. She just thought he was a square, and he was just like he wanted to know everything about her, and he cared deeply about her. And it wasn't, you know, just because she had cancer. When he found out she had cancer, it took him back a little bit, but then he went full throttle. Like, I want to be there for you. I have this plan, and I want to see it through. And at first it was like a little shaky in terms of the things he was trying to do, but she gradually just went along with him on this journey that they took together, in her short life. And he did some amazing things for her, and she did some amazing things for him. And it was just it's a beautiful love story, a beautiful, like, romantic story, but it's also tragic and sad because, she has cancer, and, she has to go through her chemo. And after the chemo, she looks weak, but it's a really good movie. I didn't know what to expect going in. I did watch the trailer, but I was really surprised, by the performances. I wish Nia Long had a little bit more to do instead of just at times just being there as Cuba Gooding Jr. is talking to Jaden. She has a little bit to do towards the end, but I wish her part was fleshed out a little bit more. In terms of the strong black mom, that's protecting her son from the overbearing father. But other than that, I really enjoyed the movie. The soundtrack was really cool, really good, and the performances were well. It's on Amazon Prime. If you watched it, let me know what you thought about it. But it's definitely something I would recommend. Yes, it can be a tearjerker, but it's a good movie. Check it out. Thank you for watching it. Thank you for listening.